It's live streaming. We will see if that's true. Hello, hello, everybody. Nope, it's telling me one channel. Two channels. All right, let me see if we can find it on Facebook. Yes, we are.
I see it.
So I don't know where it's not streaming to, but hello, we are on Facebook. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Cuppa, and welcome, Stacy. I'm so glad you're here today.
Me too.
Happy Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday. I gotta keep warm Wednesday.
I think everybody in the country's in that same boat. I don't know anywhere that it's warm, actually. I think everybody's got about the same situation.
Yes, but we warm up in the afternoons, thankfully.
Yes. All right, let's play our beautiful day song and get us going here and get people in. Come on, everybody. When you come in, bring somebody with you. The fun.
'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it all?
All right, we got people.
Good morning.
Morning, everybody. Marietta, so glad you're here. Julie Kiss. Julie trying to stay warm in Florida. Did you all get anything set up for the Florida get together?
Not yet. We got to work on it. Definitely going to do it, though, for sure.
Right.
Good morning, Richard. Rick Morrow. Charlie's here. Oh,
Mama Hada Bear, Kathleen, good morning.
Auntie Jean is here.
We woke Jean up. Uh-oh. Actually, I heard her alarm going off when I went to go to the bathroom. So we didn't wake her up. She decided to get up this morning.
I'm glad.
Yeah, me too. Robert Dosa.
Yes, and my Tammy Fisk.
Tammy's here. All right. Well, I see we got a pretty good group in here. Let's go ahead and do the heart brain, get us all connected in and good to go. And we'll talk about this Wacky Wednesday that we got going on here today. It was kind of wacky start for you, Stacy, with the internet. Like, are you frozen or am I frozen?
I'm frozen and I'm frozen.
Right? Yeah, it's a sign of what is outside. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Ooh, slow down the breathing. And add in something joyful, something that makes your heart sing. is that one thing you can bring to your mind, like a warm hug, an animal, maybe a place that you've visited or want to visit? Just hold it in your heart and connect in with that beautiful energy of love, compassion, joy. And then let's all share our Wednesday I am today. I am soaking up love.
I am alive.
I am happy and healthy.
I am blessed beyond measure.
I am peace.
And I am peace.
And we have some more people joining in. Crystal Nobles is here on YouTube. Good morning. Crystal says, I am ready for the future.
Me too. We have Kathy Hand. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy. Kathy, are you on your way to work out in that frozen land up in Maryland?
I can't even imagine.
Nope, me either. I've been through those winters. I grew up actually in the mountains in Kentucky, and we would have frozen winters with snow and ice. You grew up in Florida, right, Stace?
Yeah, I've been to Iowa in the wintertime before and Colorado and stuff. So I haven't witnessed the deep freeze because it was in November and October, November. So it was chilly, but it was cold, but not bitter frozen. So I haven't witnessed the deep freeze. So I don't want to.
Now, I don't think it's a lot of fun myself. Like if I have a choice, yeah, I'm going to go where I can at least walk outside and breathe. I just can't envision at like 0 degrees or below zero. How do you even do that?
No,
I can't wrap my brain around that.
I can't figure out my car heater as it is.
Right? I know. We were all feeling for you, girl.
Got halfway to my destination and it started to warm up. I'm like, thanks. So I got some warmth for a little while.
I would be that way in Florida with the AC. Like, okay, maybe when I get there, it'll cool down, especially when it was like 100 degrees outside. It has to really crank and get to a good space where it can chill.
I am not a fan of the heat myself. Julie Kiss says, I'm looking forward to a wonderful future. Me too.
Right. Kathy, I am resilient and strong. I am ready to act. I am staying home and I am committed and ready to act. Okay, so you get to stay home today. That's great.
Yeah, that's always a plus. Auntie Jean says, I'm looking for love in all the right places. I'm grateful for our beautiful family.
Well, you're in the right place for sure. Oh, Auntie Jean, I love you so much. It has been so beautiful to be here with her and her husband. And I just feel at home. I'm just, this is my room.
Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head, Auntie Jean, only the version of it.
Right. Oksana is with us on YouTube. She says, good morning. I am pure love. Therefore, I feel like smiling. I feel like appreciating and being appreciated. I feel comfort and natural. I feel honoring and being honored. I feel fun. I am love. I love that.
Yay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, Suzanne's here.
Oh my gosh, Suzanne, where you been?
We missed you. She says, good morning, Teri and Stacy and P family. Hey, strength.
Oh, Suzanne, we've been missing you. I know you're usually at work and can't join us in the mornings during the week, but we just love you so much and
Yes.
really wrap our arms around you and hold you up. Every time that you come on, I just smile because I know what a warm hug from you feels like.
She gives good hugs.
She really does. And I don't know what it's like there in Pennsylvania, so she may not be a frozen pea.
She might be. I would be. Oh. Kathy says, I have made the decision to call for help in getting a crisis intervention for my son.
All right, Kathy, we're going to wrap our arms around your whole family there and pray for the very best outcome.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Mama Hada Bear says, I am grateful for my life. I am happy. I am prosperous in every area of my life. I am loving and loved. Oh, you sure are loved, Mama Hada Bear. Just another one that gives great hugs, and just so happy when I see you come on in the morning. All right. Well, Stacy, how were the grandkids yesterday? You got to visit with them. I saw one picture of, was it Jensen? I think?
Yeah, Jensen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great. He wanted to stay with my dad all day, so we did a little running around and he stayed with my dad. But my day yesterday was the Wacky Tuesday because my son-in-law told me he's a police officer, so he had to go to court. That Jameson got out of school at 1:30. Okay, I get to the school at 1:30. Bell doesn't ring. It wasn't early release. That was today. So I was there an hour early. And then 2:30, the bell rings and no Jameson. So 20 minutes later, he was in tutoring. So
when they didn't let you know?
Well, they forgot he had I guess my son-in-law thought it was Wednesday. I don't know.
I've done that before.
Yeah, so it was funny though. I laughed about it. You know, a couple of years ago, I might have been like, I just wasted an hour. But no, me and Riley, we sat in the car and played the heads up game, the Ellen's heads up game on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Most of it, and enjoyed our time together. So yesterday was my wacky day.
Okay. Yeah, I've definitely done that before. Thought it was one day and it's totally a different day. or a different time that I'm supposed to be somewhere. I've sat on Zoom before, like, where is this person that's supposed to be joining me? Like, I've even sent a message out, like, I'm in Zoom whenever you're ready. And they're like, I'll be there in an hour.
Yes, so at least I got to spend time, but they were great. Thanks for asking about them.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
They are my joy.
Yeah. How are they liking the colder weather?
Well, Jameson doesn't like it at all.
Yeah.
My mom told him, oh, tomorrow's going to be colder. And he said, no, I have to go to school in the morning. I don't want it to be colder.
Oh.
All these Florida babies around here.
Yeah. True Florida baby. That's what I was thinking. We have Hope with us on YouTube. Good morning, Hope. She's happy to see our Stacy keeping Mama P company. Nice use of time, Stacy.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm always happy when you join in. And she's also saying, nice to see you, Suzanne. Yes, we miss our Suzanne when she's not here. So it is good to see. All right, I'm going to pull a Kuan Yin card. Let's see which one of these wants to come out and talk to us today. Looks like maybe that one. What is today? The 19th. It's not a 5-day, but Kuan Yin's going to talk to us about the Book of Changes.
Okay.
I think there is so much change going on right now, and we just had that beautiful full moon. So we're all kind of shifting and moving with that moon energy still.
I mean, it was beautiful.
Wasn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness. And powerful. Let me tell you, that energy was something else. All right. The Book of Changes. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life. Although it isn't always predictable, boy, that's the truth. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction. Even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfolding of your own divine path. Yes, yes. Sometimes we question, don't we? Question, what am I doing here? You know, I thought I'd be further along in my journey. I thought I would, be more able to handle things that come my way. I think that's when I get the challenges and the mountains and, the things that pop up. I'm thinking, oh, this again? I thought I did this.
Oh, we were past.
Right? And then it pops up either for real or in our dreams or, emotionally. And so, yeah, it's all about trusting. All right. I think I see Deirdre trying to find us.
Uh-oh.
Can somebody please give Deirdre the link? I don't understand. I don't know why Facebook changes things and doesn't send notifications to some people and it does to others, but we'll never figure that out, will we?
That's $1 million.
Not even going to try. But Catherine just found us. Morning,
Yeah.
Catherine Kovacs.
Good morning.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's the thing when we think about changes and we think we've gone through a hurdle, we think we've dealt with something, and then nope, here you go again.
Yeah.
You didn't get that lesson fully, so let me just give you another version of it.
Yeah, just when you thought you skated right past it and got it going. Like, oh, wait a minute. No.
And Crystal says, maybe Deirdre can join us on YouTube.
I saw a picture in Hobby Lobby and it said something, and it's not exact quote, but it says, I don't know what the next chapter will bring, but I have faith because I trust the author.
That. Yeah.
So I was
Trust. I think trust it's one of those lessons that we get it. We go through something and we're like, all right, I understand.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden it's like, no, I guess I don't really fully understand yet. So trust is one of those things that it's like a lifetime process of, and some people call it being tested, being tested again. I don't think it's being tested as much as it is we sometimes step away and forget our magnificence. We forget who we are and, we get caught up in life when traumas happen or something comes up that, is huge, like, a family member going through a crisis or a friend. Like right now, I have so many friends, Stacy, that are losing their parents.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I have people that lose family members all the time, but I've got like 4 friends right now that just lost a parent at the same time.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. What's going on? Did I miss a memo here somewhere?
Exactly.
They're an exodus I didn't know about.
Yes, 2022.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I think that trust factor, that thing that we sometimes forget. Oh yeah, let me go back in my heart. Let me really see what's going on. Mm-hmm. And see that it is all part of the divine plan. Everything is working perfectly, as Marietta teaches us and the Course in Miracles teaches us. Sometimes we get wrapped up in the world and the things that are happening in the 3D, and we forget to look beyond that And as Mama Hada Bear reminds us, we're already on the other side of it. We just have to catch up to it sometimes.
Yeah, we just don't know.
Yeah.
And I look at my grandson, Jameson, he just turned 10, and he's the most friendliest, loving, caring kid. And he'll talk to anybody, and he'll, ask them questions without fear, and he'll help anybody, and he loves everybody. And I just sit back and think, gosh, I hope the world doesn't change this.
That childlike wonder.
Yeah. And the confidence enough to ask the questions instead of thinking you're going to offend somebody, or it's thinking it's a silly question. And so, I just wish we could all be more free like that.
Yeah. Go back to being a child again in that way, with the awe and the wonder of everything. And then we get beyond the 3D part of it and say, oh, yeah, now I remember. I remember I can trust. Yeah. I remember that everything is working perfectly.
I miss my imagination a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a good one to have.
Suzanne says, I heard and read this message several times since yesterday. I read it in your blog too, Teri. Yeah. Yeah. Letting go and just going into the AAA, accept, align, allow. Our Blue found us.
Yeah, our Deirdre too.
So did Deirdre. Good morning. And Linda Lemieux. Oh, thank you all for finding it. I don't understand what the problem is. It's definitely a Facebook thing.
Yeah. I guess we just have to let go and trust.
Yeah. And Kathleen says, you still have that imagination, Stacy.
I think I'm getting it back a little bit more and more.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when we were kids and we would daydream? I think that's a kid thing, and we forget to do that sometimes. Mm-hmm. And the daydreaming, that's a big part of manifesting, actually, is seeing it as if it's real.
Right.
And I remember when I was a kid and I'd be in school, but I'd be physically there, but I'd be like, oh, I'm off somewhere else, aren't I? I have no idea what that teacher said.
Yes, that was my problem too. That was on my report card several times throughout my life. She just daydreams. That's okay. When the kids were at home, they would be saying, Mom, Mom, Mom. And my husband would say, are you going to answer them? And I would say, I was on a vacation. I would call it a mini vacation. I checked out for a minute.
I wasn't even in the room. Oh, geez. Oksana says, self-creation. I imagine myself into being, and what a wonderful life I see, feel, and experience. As Hafiz says, I am not one who is weak against the turn of destiny. I will undo the wheel of heaven if it turns against my wish. Wow, I hadn't heard that quote. I'll have to check out who that is. We got some more dreamers in here.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, Julie, I'm right there with you, honey. She would daydream in history class. Yeah, history was one of my toughest subjects. But Stacy, I think it was the teacher. And I think anytime we were trying to learn something and the person that's trying to teach it to us is more focused on, the facts and not why did that happen? Let's look at this. Let's look at and make it interesting. Because later on, I just went to some of the historical places. Like when I went to Massachusetts for the very first time, I just fell in love with all the historical places up there. And I would read those plaques and I'm going, oh, I remember now. The teacher only told me the date that it happened. They didn't tell me all of this wonderful, information about it that I could really get into the energy of. But when we go somewhere and we see with our own eyes the land and what took place, like I've been to some of the hugely important places in our American history, like Valley Forge, where we did a land blessing there. Suzanne and I spent time just driving around and looking at Valley Forge.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not taught anything about it, we're only taught, okay, this war happened at this date. And that was my history lessons. It was like, okay, you know, and it's like with the GPS, and then.
And oh goodness. Yes, one time I had a teacher, I was taking a college course, and she had the softest voice, the most soothing, calm. I didn't learn very much because every time she spoke, she lulled me to sleep almost. I was like, oh, this is so peaceful. Everybody felt the same way in class. It was the quietest class, and everybody's like,
Yeah. We've got some cool comments on here. Deirdre says she used to get those report cards too. She's got her head in the clouds. I can see that, Deirdre. You still have your head in the clouds, and I love it. I love that you just really enjoy life. And that's what the daydreaming is all about, isn't it? We want to go to that place that's fun and exciting, or, you know, where we can escape something that we're going through, like a boring teacher. You know?
oh yes, I love daydreaming. I could just sit and people watch. I love to people watch, and
Oh, yes.
they're so
Me
fast.
too. Yeah, I do that a lot when I'm out, like if I go to a shopping mall or something, and I just love to watch and see the interactions. Oh, what else we had? Blue says, Stacy, the Fae are so laughing at you. Uh-oh.
I can imagine it. I'm using my imagination right now, Blue.
There you go. Yeah.
So, funny story. My dad is, he's always been the stern one in the family. He never yelled or anything, but you knew when he was upset because he gave you that look.
Oh, yeah. Another look.
Yeah. So when my kids were younger, they respected that, and they did what they were told. And each great grandchild, my grandchildren, they've done too. But Jensen yesterday, not so much. He's like, pick up your toys. Nope. So we came home and the toys were still all over the floor. I'm like, Dad, you're losing your mojo here, buddy.
All right. Did you forget how to do the look, Dad? Yeah, my dad had that look too, and you didn't dare make a move when that look happened. It's like frozen in time. You're like a little mouse caught in the flashlight. Like, oh, I better be very still now. I might be in trouble.
Yeah. And that's what people watching too. And sometimes I sit and I wonder, like, how one person can just be quiet and direct what they're trying to get across by barely speaking anything, or how somebody has the brilliant words to put in together to make you even visualize what they're saying. And it's amazing. I love it.
Me too. And we got people losing sound. I don't know what that's all about. Marietta says, I keep losing sound too. It's been happening for the past 3 days. EIWP? Yeah, I think we're flowing, because I see, you know, what's interesting when I turn it on my telephone, and because I turned it on just to make sure we were going on live on Facebook, the closed captions keep flowing. So that's how I know that at least it's being heard, because they're trying to report what we're saying. They don't always get it right.
No.
Especially during chanting or during our Leo song.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
What is that one line? Instead of peas in a pod, it says something about bees in a something.
I haven't learned it word for word yet, but yeah.
Yeah, it says peas in a pod, but the caption makes it something else. Charlie loses sound on the iPad, but okay on the phone. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Not sure what that's all about. Sally's here.
Good
Morning, Sally.
We have we have some people who like history and some people who don't like history.
I love it now. I didn't love it when I was in school and had, to learn dates. That was my thing. You memorize dates. And I'm like, what good is that doing me? I want to know what happened. Tell me what happened and I'll remember that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that was my experience in school with history. And even after I got into college, it was the same thing. It was like all the dates. And I'm like, I know it's important because, it happened then, but what happened? That's what I wanted to know. And traveling around to all the different places, it's so cool to learn about it now, to really learn it. And I think, oh my gosh, how many people missed out on this? They didn't learn actually the history of it at all.
Yeah.
They just learned a date that it happened. That doesn't tell you a whole lot.
I love being on the East Coast because there's so much history here in my town and in St. Augustine. And then
Oh, yeah.
you move up to Georgia, Savannah, and all that. And there's so much history.
Yeah, I was thinking about especially St. Augustine. It is so ripe with history. I used to love to go there. It's this little unique town. It's almost like it's its own little country or something because it's so different from the rest of Florida.
Yeah, it was the first founded town in America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Suzanne says, I love to feel history when I go to these places. I agree. It was that way when she and I went to Valley Forge. You could feel it. You could feel the energy. I could actually see some of the experiences that happened there. It was so weird to just actually get into the energy of the place.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say that about like Salem, Massachusetts, some of the places that we know were huge. And that was one thing that was taught. It was like the teachers would pick and choose the things they would take us into an experience of.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was, it happened on this date.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something they were interested in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rick Morrow says his mom was a history teacher. If I read that.
Wow.
My mother was a history teacher.
Cool. Well, I hope she took people on the experience of it. And really, when we're learning something, that's what we get when we're really learning it, is the experience of it. It's that way with life. When we get a lesson, if we can feel it, then we understand it so much better.
Yeah.
And that's with all of our lessons in life. And that's going back to, did we learn a lesson, or are we relearning and getting that lesson all over again because, hey, we didn't get it the first time,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oksana says, imagination and faith are the secrets of creation. That comes from Neville Goddard. I love Neville Goddard.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, he's an amazing author. All right, what else we got going on? Oh, Jean Lorio. And Jean's an ex-teacher. She says, I really disliked history, so I married the best history teacher I ever saw. You haven't lived until you see his one-person play of Uncle Tom's Cabin. Yeah, Ron is an amazing, when you talk to him about something that happened in history, he really gets it. He really knows his stuff.
He should be on here.
I know. Yeah. Not sure if we would be able to pull that off, though, right, Jean?
Oh, goodness gracious. So what's everybody doing on this Wacky Wednesday?
Well, Jean and I will be back on here at 10 o'clock Eastern. We are doing the meditation excavation. Talk about using your imagination and just going wherever spirit leads.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ruth and I started doing that. Oh my gosh, I think it's been way over a year now. we started just sitting together in meditation online and just seeing what came out. And so Ruth today is moving into a house. For those of you who have been following what's happening there after she lost her home, she's been staying temporarily at a friend's house. And there's 4 people and 4 dogs that have been living at a friend's house. And you know how when you have even one person for company, it's like can feel a little crowded sometimes. So I'm sure that that's been uncomfortable. So today they're all moving into a house until they can rebuild and figure out what they're going to do there in the area. So Jean and I will be your guides today for meditation excavation.
Yeah, that sounds pretty neat.
Oh my gosh, Blue. She says, I'm so lucky and grew up in a magical town. Mark Twain had lived there and donated the library. P.T. Barnum kept his elephants there. Anne Huntington had incredible statues in the midst of a hayfield that was going to be and now is her park entrance. Imagination running wild was mandatory as a child. And yes, the sound keeps going out. It's so weird.
That is strange. Is it me?
Yeah.
I
don't know. Oh, Kathy Ann, Deirdre is a modern day hippie. I love her. She is. Oh, that's the line. When it says peas in a pod, it translates it as bees in a bar.
There was 2 bees that walked in a bar. Oh, goodness. Suzanne says, my hometown in Germany is very old. My elementary school was the place of the Dukes of Zweibrücken. I know I did not say that right, and I probably insulted all of
You did better than I could.
My aunt would correct me.
It says I'll have to watch the replay. I don't know what's going on with the sound, guys.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Maybe it's Wacky Wednesday.
It is. Oksana says, I'm wearing a t-shirt that has velvet letters spelling love. That is my message for the day. I love that. You know, I've been working on cleaning out Luigi, and what I found were some clothes that I had put in there. And one of them is my shirt that says love across. I can't wait to get it washed and wear love again.
Yes, I had mine that says manifest happiness. I think that's what it says. Yeah. And it shrunk in the dryer.
Oh, no.
Good thing I got it on clearance.
Yes.
I said it perfectly. Yay.
What happened?
I said the German word perfectly, Suzanne said.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
It is Wacky Wednesday.
I know. And Julie says, my husband and I are painting our Florida house. Been doing it for 4 days and a little sore. Well, maybe it's time to take a break. Take a break. Go meet Stacy.
Yeah, go to the beach. Have some lunch over the water.
Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, Sally says we're in retrograde with 6 planets. There goes the tech side of life. Well, if one of those planets is Mercury, then I can certainly understand, because Mercury always interferes with the technology. Always.
Yes.
So, anywho, this time certainly went fast, Stacy.
Yes, it always does. I'm sorry.
We started on time. Sometimes when I have glitches and I can't get started on time, then I understand that it's a little shorter. But today we got started on time. We've had so much fun that it just flew by. Oh, okay. Mercury is in retrograde with Capricorn right now.
Okay.
All right. So expect those computer glitches. Auntie Jean, we might want to start a bit early on Zoom.
We are getting the glitches.
Yeah, it started already when I turned on the show this morning. I have it streaming in 4 places, and Restream is telling me it's in 4 places, but my chat only says we're in 3. And I'm like, who are you leaving out? Who am I not seeing comments from here this morning?
Yeah, mine was freezing before we started.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get with the prayers.
All righty.
So we have time to do that. So anybody have anything going on? What I love is when we hear answers to prayers and somebody says, oh, you can take that person off the prayer list now because they got their miracle, or, they're no longer in dire straits and needing us to lift them up every day. So if you have an answered prayer, please let us know. And Blue, I saw your message that the grid is down for clearing with that full moon energy. And she's asking if we want to be back in the grid to let her know. So please do that if you want her to be sending you healing Reiki energy every day. Then put your name in that grid to receive that. And if you're on our prayer list and you want to stay on there, let us know that. And let's see if there are some that maybe, like I said, maybe it's like, okay, we're good now. Until the next time, right? Okay, and Deirdre has 2 more names for the prayer list, Violet and Walter. All right, Deirdre, turn to a page where I can write that.
And Blue says, I'm headed out to treks over the mountain to New Hampshire today. Yes, Wacky Wednesday it is. I have the best time during Mercury retrograde. Me and the Fae, and I am Capricorn. Wee!
And Julie Kiss, prayers for my friend Sue and her grandchildren today. Okay, Julie. Any others?
I'm not seeing.
I see you, Auntie Jean. At my son's promotion celebration, Chris said, my family sounds like a bad joke. There was a minister, a teacher, and a librarian and a cop who walked in a bar. I am the mom of a bad joke.
Oh, that's funny.
That is so funny. And I see that Joanne says Michaela is doing better. She and her mom are leaving for Sebring today. Okay, so I can check Michaela off. Thank you for that.
Awesome. And my cousin Kim, you can check her off because her breast cancer was removed. And she's back to work, and she got a promotion when she got back to work, and she's doing much better.
Stacey, that's awesome news.
Yeah.
We've had several that you put in here that we're checking off. I love that.
My friend Jim can be checked off. He's back.
Yeah, I checked him off the list. So now let me find, there she is, Kim. Okay, great. And Kathleen says, Diane is home and doing better. Awesome. Thanks for letting us know that. To find her. The list is so long, it's like going on a scavenger hunt to find the names that I'm checking off.
Prayers do work, though. They certainly.
Oh my gosh, that's the truth. Okay, so I'll find her when I come to it, and we'll check her off of there. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Oh, Oksana says, what is the opposite of a croissant?
A what?
What is the opposite of a croissant? I don't know. I'm not saying it right. Croissant. A happy uncle. A croissant, a happy uncle.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Oh, and I can take Carzo off the list. Gina Carzo, thank you. Julie. Oh, did you see Blue's comment?
No, I can't see it. My
She
thing.
says, no worries. I also have a list that gets Reiki from me every night for those in need. I do include silly people like Stacy Small Lord.
I am silly. That's the best
I'm
part.
so glad you include her. And Hope says, loving all those beautiful souls that are being checked off. What a blessing, isn't it? I get so lifted up when we can take someone off the list, and just know that they're back on their journey, and
Yes.
everything is working perfectly. I love that. All right, so let's. All right, Santa has one more silly joke.
Okay.
What did the mayonnaise say when the refrigerator door was opened?
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
Close the door, I'm dressing. Oh, Santa, I love that. Oh my gosh, what a great Wacky Wednesday. And not just technology wacky, but we're getting into really the energy of laughter. And that raises the vibration so much.
Yeah. Tammy Fisk told me a funny joke. I think it was Tammy a couple of weeks ago. Why do gorillas have big noses?
Oh.
They have big fingers.
I give a groan on that one. Tammy, we need to talk. Kathy, you're so right. Kathy says prayers do work. Sometimes not the way you think or want, but in mysterious ways. Yeah. Sometimes going back to that trust again,
Yeah.
It's not always the way we envision it. It's how the divine plan has it for us.
For sure.
All right, so and she's laughing. Yeah, there's some silliness going on in here. And Hope on YouTube says, Blue Jean, please keep me and Zena in the grid. And thank you. Beautiful. We always have you in our hearts, our dear Hope. And Hope, check your messages. I sent you one yesterday. I haven't checked this morning to see if you gave me an answer yet. All right, so our peapod prayer list. And again, if there's somebody you need to add to it, please just share that in the comments. And as I'm reading the names, I will keep an eye to see if there's somebody else that we can take off, or if we need to keep them all on. And we gladly pray for anybody that needs it or wants to be on the list. And so, Stacy, I know you took a couple people off. Is there anybody that we need to add on for you?
Me. Oh, I'm already on there.
You're on there every day.
We are so blessed. Right now, everybody seems to be doing well. So thank you.
Good. I'm so glad. I think often of your son, Josh, and I know he went through a lot last year. I just, I get a good feel that he's doing well this year.
He's doing better. He's still having the anxiety and stuff, but he's stubborn. I don't know where he gets it from, but he's stubborn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know where he would get that from. I can't imagine. All right. So let's read these names. And again, if I read a name and you say, oh, yeah, you can take them off, just let me know so that I can do that. So we have Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Jasmine, and her daughters Anya and Myra, and her mom Ronnie, Abha, Billy and Tim, and please keep them lifted up. There's so much that needs prayer there right now, and her daughter Michelle as well. My sister Sheila and her husband and their family, Gary, James, Loretta, and Cecil, Joanne Castillo. Joanne's with us, lifting up you, your daughter, your grandson, Eris. Deirdre, lifting up you and Danya, and your sister Steph and her husband Bob, Adriel, Joni, Suzanne Millard, your daughters Jillian and Jackie, and your granddaughter, Marietta and Ed, Leo and his family, and DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Wendy, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Edwin, Rick and Josie, Dean DeCandio, and I know you've been keeping us updated on Dean regularly. Thank you for that, Rick. Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Loriot and their family, Jean and Ron Loriot and their family, and Jean, I think you told me yesterday we can take Michael off the list now. Michael is recovering really well and doing good with after his surgery. And Blue says, I'm going to keep all the P's in the grid. You all are all now on my unusual list for each month. Okay. Yes, I'm very happy about that. Christina and Carrie Leftwich and her family, Mary Lou Burdick and her family, Catherine Kovacs and Michael and your fur babies, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa, Kathy and Bob Hand and your family, and especially Colin, Patty and Sonia, Bo and Candy Hand, Paul and Marlene, Joe and Molly, Kathy's coworkers, Pat Moss. I need to reach out to Pat. We haven't seen her on our show in quite a while. And her grandchildren, Olivia and Tom, Becky LaFave and Travis. I don't know if we can take Travis off yet. I think we still need to lift him up is what I'm getting.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, and brother Raymond and wife Kathy. And I think Charlie has some extra prayers coming his way for some upcoming physical things going on. Hope and her son Zena and your parents, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven. I didn't see Annie on today, but we lift Annie up and her son Grayson. And I know that Grayson's waiting for a doctor's visit, so we're going to keep Grayson lifted up in there. And Regina and Adam, and I think there might have been an update about them. I have to go back through the comments.
Yeah, and Tammy's asking if you could add Lori, her best friend. She had to go to the emergency room last night, and they went right into surgery to remove her appendix.
Ooh, okay. Nothing in Lori. All right. We have Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her sister, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman. I'm going to find out what's going on with Nick. I don't know if we can take her off the list yet or not. Jennifer and Micah and brothers Chuck and Ken, Oksana and your mom, Amber, Jenna, Katia, Maximus and his teacher and her, Isabel and Paul Reese and their daughters Inesh and Teresa, Linda Lemieux and Dick and their sons and grandchildren, and Linda's friend in Sarasota. Stacy, prayers for you and Josh and your children and your grandchildren, for your mom and your uncle, and also for your mother-in-law, Mary, which you'll be seeing soon, right? This coming weekend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, please give her our love and tell her she's in our prayers.
I will.
We have Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave Walensky and all the fur babies, Pam and Gordy. I think Gordy's out of the hospital now, but we're going to leave him on that list. Lindsay, Kat, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, Jenny Reed and the family of John Reed, Jay and Lee, the Deerfield Valley, Brookie. I haven't seen Brookie this morning. Praying for her and her family, for the Girardis, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel and Derek Fullerton. We still need to hold Derek up as he undergoes chemotherapy. Lily Ann in Norway and all of her family. Kathleen Caputo, praying for physical healing for your eye. Catherine, and I think Mama Hada Bear, I think you told me we can take Catherine off the list, but I'm not sure about that. And Blue says, Annie Seven and Grayson are not feeling well. Healing is needed and sent with love. Thank you, Blue. Baby Wyatt, Baby Haven, Alba, Dottie and Dawn, Tom Brown, Christina Schaff and her mom, Diane. And I think we said we could take Diane off the list. Okay, so we're going to do that. Grace Isis and her dad, Edwin. and her sisters, Helena, Jean, Cynthia, and Edwina. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer, and all of her family who just went through the loss of her dad. Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Tabby. We haven't heard from our Tabby in a while.
No.
Irene, Heaven and Son, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Bill, Tammy Fisk and your daughter and your sister Tracy, Kelly, Rochelle and your mom Rose, and Kathleen. Catherine still has a long way to go. Okay, so we'll keep her on that list. Stephen, and we're taking Tina Carzo off. Catherine, maybe that was the one. Nope, Catherine was still leaving her on. Okay. Tony Hidalgo and her family, Tam in Utah, Ruth Anderson and her family, and her sister-in-law Sharon, Judy and Merle in Colorado and that whole area. Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and sons Gabriel and Jacob and Brody the dog, Laura Hill, Joanne Rice, Soma, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law Padama, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Danya, Wendy Roberts, Terry Wilderman, Mary Crincoli and her friends J.H., Mike S., and John, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andreazzi. I'm going to try to get an update on her today and see how she's doing after her car accident. Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil, and the Pakistan orphans, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Raven Dalek, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Chris Blake, Betsy, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and her family, Ethel Huggard. I think we can take Ethel off the list, but I'll check with my friend about that. Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Ricardo, Cynthia's dad, Sharon Stroud, who is showing some improvement in the hospital, so let's keep lifting her up. Kirlani, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Gracie, Catherine O'Shea, Marianne Pesci and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, Fiona. I'm going to check with Fiona today to see if she wants to stay on our list. Pamela Dawn, Rick Ulfick, Sophia, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, who just lost their mom, Bob Simon, Sharon Boyle, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, and the ones we just added today, we have Lori, Sue and her grandchildren, Violet and Walter. We have Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Hindi, and Frank. And I think I got all of the new additions. So just remember that each one of these are people that have been placed in our care, and we send out loads and loads of love and healing. And thank you for that update, Kathy. I will take Catherine O'Shea off the list. All right. So any others, keep putting them in the comments, because I do go in after the show is off the air and add any to the list. And I think I saw Deirdre asking for prayers for Mama Gaia. Every day we've been sending a heart healing to Gaia. And right now we are really focused on peace out in the world and asking for our beautiful Earth planet to come to a good place of peace, honoring and respecting each other. And let's do that right now. Let's just lift up all those names that were read and everyone that you've added and everyone you're holding in your heart that maybe you didn't vocalize or type in. let's just envision that the angels took every person, every place, everything we put there in that circle, and they're doing what they do. They're lifting them up to the universe, asking the creator, God, source energy to answer it to whatever is for the best for that person or that place. And now let's just breathe in that light coming directly from source. See it in your heart. Just really see it. Feel it, visualize it, and exhale it onto the earth plane, letting it fall over every inhabitant. May everyone on earth feel the energy of peace, hold the desire in their heart for more peace inside and outside, and for Mama Gaia to really feel us, to feel the heart healing, to connect in with our heart, and to know that we want peace in the world, that we are declaring peace and seeing it as we live it in our world. And now let's give that heart love to each other. We do it through what we call the heart telephone. And Stacy, take it away.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
I
love you. Oh, how beautiful. All right. I say, let's go to the bees in the bar.
Yeah. What are those bees in the bar doing today?
I think they're dancing. Let's dance with them.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. Why is it not playing?
Uh-oh. Mercury.
Come on, Mercury, you can do this.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Alexa, play Cuppa Fulla Joy by Gypsy Leo.
Here's Cuppa Fulla Joy by Gypsy Leo on Amazon Music.
Probably just made everybody's Alexa go off, right?
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day.
It is.
Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. There really is no secret. We simply accept,
align, allow.
Triple
Chick-fil-A, y'all.
Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Give me a Cuppa Joy, Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me Cuppa Joy, 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 give me Joy, give me Cuppa 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 Joy.
No, it's so funny. Stacey, you were there in Maine for that land blessing.
Mhm.
Do you remember the bee that flew
Yeah.
into the land blessing?
Yeah. and
Isn't
they-
that cool that now we have the bees in the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Leo, you are the lead bee. Jean says, I think that's the queen. Thank you, Leo, for creating that song for us. We love it. It's amazing. And we wish you all a beautiful day. As you buzz around today, just remember it is Wacky Wednesday. So if things come up like bees in a bar, just go with it. Just enjoy it. Enjoy life. And let's leave everybody with a blessed feeling in your heart. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. And
Namaste,
namaste, y'all.
Have a
Love
great
you.
day.
See you tomorrow. Bye.